Welcome back. Let's talk about a bearish call in the financials. US Bancorp downgraded to underweight at JPMorgan. The firm saying it's a combination of weak performance and a premium valuation relative to its peers. We've made it our call of the day. Look, anytime you've got these sell calls on, popular groups, it's time to sort of stand up and take notice. Doc, what do you think about this? Sell US Bancorp. Price target cut only by a couple bucks, 55.50 from 58.
Well, return on equity cut from nearly 16 down to basically 12. That's a big drop, Judge. That's year over year, but still, that's a big drop. I expected them to be hit a lot more than this because of that, and because their net interest margin and other numbers weren't exactly up to snuff. But you're just not getting the pullback in this one. You got it in Wells Fargo, and you had a nice little drop there. I think you could put on, I didn't, but I think you could put on a nice position there, and it's making a nice upside move today. But this one, it's not even reacting to the weakness.
Yeah, market's given the Heisman to the analyst on this one.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but
I'm surprised.
The stock really hasn't done anything for a very long time. And I know we've said that about financials, but financials have recently rallied. And the reason it's left behind is frankly because it's in no man's land. It's not big enough to be a big money center bank or investment bank, but it's not quite a regional bank either. And those are two actually distinct sectors within the financials. Nobody knows what to make of this, so it's undersubscribed by the investing community. I think that's going to be a perennial problem for it.
Let's switch and talk about Morgan Stanley. They're the ones who had a big old beat today. That stock, Doc, was looking beautiful. Yeah,
and I think Pete the other day, the 14th, just 2 days ago, was talking about big upside call buying. They bought the 56 calls. That seemed like it was a real reach for the stock to get to 56. Well, they're buying them for 7 cents, Judge. They went to $1.20 today. I mean, that's an explosion to the upside. Yeah. It's hard to see anything that Morgan didn't do right here.
In fact, it's a new high for the
wealth management is crushing it. And I remember you and I talked a little bit about Citigroup and how they didn't have that component anymore because of the deal they did with Morgan Stanley. That is paying off for Mr. Gorman in spades.
You don't see stocks like this move 8%.
Yeah.
It really is an amazing move for the company.
Yeah.
And it's credit to Gorman. He's had a strategy. He's stuck with it. And that continues to be the way to go.
I tell you what, if you came into earnings season, like Jenny maybe, looking for a pullback, what you got so far?
Not getting it.
Not going to feel really good.
Nope.
Most others are. You may not.
It's early, though, Jenny.
I'm fully invested, but
it's early, but if this is
the
the way you wanted things to get going, they have. Morgan Stanley up 7%.
Look, if you look at the numbers historically, every earnings period, the companies that really miss are so small on the margin. You'll have 65, 75% that meet earnings, and then you'll have more that beat than disappoint because they guide down during the quarter. This quarter will be like that, just like that. No major surprises.
We've been thinking on this. We've been thinking that it doesn't matter. The numbers this quarter don't matter that much, really. It's just more about the guidance, right? Because, okay, 2019's done. We kind of know that it was a lackluster year. So it's really going to be the guidance as we go into earnings season, and if the guidance can support that 10% earnings growth.
All right.